All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's get started.
Hello, gossipers. Sharona here. Please like, share, subscribe, spread the word. Let's grow our channel. Get us to 5 to 1,000 where we can go live and chat. So again, please like, share, subscribe, subscribe. So we're gonna talk a sensitive topic here, and we're gonna talk about a school shooting that took place in Nashville. Now, the gunman, his name is Solomon Anderson, and he's 17 years old. He fatally shot one student and injured two others. And now TMZ is reporting that he was influenced by Hitler, Adolf Hitler, that's the German dictator, and also Candace Owens. Now, if you don't know who Candace Owens is, she is what do you call those people? Far right is what they would classify them as. She is just, listening to her talk, if you weren't strong enough, you would dislike yourself or dislike whomever she goes after. Now and then she might do a topic and you're like, okay, she's correct. But most of the time in America here, African Americans have her as a sellout, that she hates black people. She said she's proud to be a black woman. But she's saying that what she speaks is the truth. And because she speaks the truth and African Americans / black people, they don't want to hear it. That's why they come at her, accusing her of hating herself and her race. But she's like, you know what? We're not going to keep blaming everything on the white man or this or that. Which in some occasion, I get what she's saying. But she is mostly, I'm going to use the word negative. Because you ask any African American, a black person, they'll say she's negative. So let me tell you, the reason why I'm saying African American and black is because in the United States, it's majority of the people of color, black people, are born in the U.S. and they're labeled African American. And then black people now would be like me. I'm from Jamaica, and then you have, black people from England, Canada, Africa, anywhere that comes here. So I differentiate in the sense that a lot of these stories that you hear about when it comes to, say, black stories in America, it's usually more African American than it is immigrant, a legal immigrant from another country. So yes, Candace is one of those, and the African American community, they don't like her much because, like I said, she speaks as if history did nothing to the future. Basically, if you get what I'm saying. She's married to an English man who's white, and now she's pregnant with her fourth child with that man. But anyways, besides that, back to the shooting. In America, when you hear of school shooter, you are always positively that the shooter is white, blonde hair, blue eyes, or just white in general. And you're like, oh my God, another school shooting, it's a white person. In this school shooting now, no, this is a black person. I'm thinking African American. And he is saying that he was inspired by Hitler and Candace Owens. Yes, he said those names. And someone else. But we're going to read an article from TMZ. And it says, Nashville school shooter, I'm down with Adolf Hitler and Candace Owens. Now, to be compared to Adolf Hitler, it's bad in itself. But to be an African American, there is so much you could say about when it comes to African American and Jewish people in America, in the sense that Jewish people, they can pass a white, get away of being white and just be accepted as white in America, while someone of color it just cannot do that. So when you have Jewish people probably say, black people and African Americans, we're all struggling in the US because, the white supremacists, the white nationalists of the US don't like us. They might not like them, but guess what? They are more accepted than the African Americans or black in America, if you want to say they're a white passing. But that's a whole nother story with the Jewish religion and race. Is it a religion or race? Everything like that. So we're going to start this article. It says the Tennessee school shooter apparently drew inspiration for his deadly rampage from the likes of Candace Owens and Adolf Hitler. And he was even photographed doing a Nazi salute. I will post that so you can see. Solomon Anderson, 17, who fatally shot a 16-year-old student and injured 2 others at Antioch High School in Nashville, posed for a picture mimicking the dead German Nazi leader, which is downright chilling considering Anderson's age and his vicious crime. So they're saying a 17-year-old who wants to kill. No, that's not far-fetched in America. As I said, if it wasn't him, then it would have been some white student, which it always usually is, majority of the times. Police say they are investigating an expansive online manifesto purportedly written by Henderson to determine its motive. The massive document includes statements such as race mixing and take revenge, as well as Hitler references and notations about previous school shootings. Regarding Hitler, Anderson reportedly hailed the dictator for slaughter of millions of Jews, while also praising Owens, a right-wing commentator, and far-right influencer Nick Fuente. In one portion of his alleged manifesto, Henderson admits he was mostly radicalized by Owens and Fuentes as well as others. Anderson wrote, Candace Owens has influenced me above all. Each time she spoke, I was stunned by her insights, and her own views helped push me further and further into the belief of violence over the Jewish question. OMG. Owens responded in a lengthy statement via X, stating in part, it's truly sickening that people would use the death of a young 16-year-old girl to try to quickly score political points rather than to responsibly make sure that what they are sharing is accurate. We've reached out to Fuentes, so far no word back. So right now Candace has to go into self-defense mode because she is part of the reason why this 17-year-old went and took the life of a fellow student, injuring 2. Now, as I said, the relations with African Americans, Black, and Jews in this country, I haven't heard much on that. But again, like I said, Jewish people, they can pass for white, so they don't know the plight in America itself of what it's like to be an African American Black person living in a country that's telling you you are beneath everyone else. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to read Candace's response. I don't really watch Candace that much. Every now and then, if she's on a topic that I like, I'll listen for a little. But to say a Candace watcher, heck no. Because sometimes when I listen to how she speaks, she does come off as self-hate, or she loves herself but hates what, African American Black people do. So we're going to read what she says. She says, it is truly sickening that people would use the death of a young 16-year-old girl to try to quickly score political views. Everything now in America is political. It's racial or political. Back to it. Rather than to responsibly make sure that what they are sharing is accurate. Regarding the alleged manifesto, it is an obvious troll. How can you tell? Because the deranged individual plagiarized the exact same language from the Church Christ New Zealand Manifesto, combined with other manifestos and writings freely available on the web. In essence, it is a plagiarized document. It would take 4 seconds of adult thinking and or journalistic integrity to recognize this as a troll. On your left, language from the alleged Christchurch Manifesto from 2019. On your right, language from the alleged manifesto circulating today. That is how it is plausible that both me and Mr. Beast, who clearly do not share the same politics. Gossipers, let me read that again. That is how it is plausible that both me and Mr. Beast, who clearly do not share the same politics, wind up once again in a manifesto. It also explains why this individual, despite his numerous accounts, never followed me or Mr. Beast on any of his socials. So, Candace is going through it now in the sense that there is the French president. I can't even remember his name, but she's investigating his wife, if his wife is transgendered. Now, she's saying she found documents showing that his wife was really born a man and she transitioned into a woman. And they even send threatening letters to her that she needs to cut it out, basically. And she said she's not backing down. She's done research. She's spoken to other people who are investigating the situation. And it shows that his wife was born a man and not a woman. So, with Candace, she could use that as an excuse. But also she's saying that it sounds like what the young man was saying came from some other person's manifesto, and they're just putting that out there to take her down, basically. But for this 17-year-old, and again, it's going to surprise everyone, because when you say mass shooting at school, you're usually looking at a white kid. Well, this time it's not. And with this, when you have, a black and white issue, it is more seen or more reported on than anything else. So now when you go watch your local news or anything, you're going to hear, oh, can blacks and Jews get along? We need to have a town hall meeting to talk to our black and African American and Jewish community members to let them know this is just that person's ideology. We don't all think that way. So this world, or America, it's like, I'm just so tired of situations like this, and to see that now they are going to use race as a factor in everything here, and probably he was not mentally ill, and they're going to say, well, you can't use race because he said a black woman helped him, but then they're going to say that black woman wants to be white, or that African American woman wants to be white. Just back and forth. But yeah, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this story? Such a sad story to tell. No one should lose their life going to an educational place to learn. And it's like kids nowadays in school, you just don't know if when you send your child off to school, if that day you will get a call about your child being unalive, or a situation at the school where, had to be placed on lockdown, or someone tried to get in to hurt the people in the school, children and faculty. Anyways, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this story? What are your thoughts on Candace Owen saying that, they want to start something on her which she's not responsible for? The Adolf Hitler, with this black student praising Adolf Hitler and the crimes that he did towards the Jewish community in Germany back then. So, gossipers, as always, please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow our channel. Thank you for watching and listening.